Hello, people. You're welcome back to the channel. Oh my God. It's been literally, let's say, almost 24 hours since the announcement of Khosi as the winner of the Big Brother Season 1. And of course, it's been a crazy roller coaster. Now, of course, we've been waiting for the interview of Kanaga Jr. And I was like, I'm going to bring it to your face as it is hot. And finally, it is out. The first official video of interview by Big Brother to Kanaga Jr. Now, of course, Ebuka was the interviewer who then asked Kanaga Jr., like, does he still feel like, is it still hard to taking, having it to just be a night after the announcement that he didn't win the competition? Now, his words confirmed that he's still, it's hard to take in. But after all, he has told himself that whether he wins it or not, he knows he will still be great. He will still bask in greatness. And of course, it's not something for him to lose his joy over. And he's just pushing. He knows that right now, what is up is to take, it's time to start to work, get things done, and achieve that great future that you've always wanted. Now, of course, Ebuka further asked him that, when he was coming into the show, did he think that he was going to spend this long at the competition, or he just had in mind a certain number of time? He said that according to him, he came to market himself, his brand, his business, and tell his story. So he aimed at just 2 weeks, even if he has to just come and be shouting from day 1 to day 14 before he gets evicted, that he was going to do it. But now he's in shock and very grateful to see that he spent 11 weeks till the end. And it's something that he is really proud and grateful for. And of course, Big Brother Ebuka went on to ask him that he was coming off did he have any strategy when he was coming to the show? He said he didn't have. His main aim was to push his brand, sell himself, motivate people, tell his story, and after that he just moves on with his life and push on into what he has always planned to do, which is fashion, acting, and being in the entertainment world. One of the other questions that was asked him was people started calling him arrogant. That, to be honest, I didn't know people were calling him proud and arrogant, but I suspected that some of the housemates were having that feeling about him, but I didn't know that it was happening even outside the show. Now, Ebuka asked him the question that people were seeing you as someone who was coming off as arrogant, as someone who wanted to, you were having the main character syndrome. You always wanted to be in the forefront. Always wanted people to see you. It lingered down to even the last day in the show. That was the time him and Khosi were arguing over the bell she was ringing, and he was demanding that he was going to be the one hanging it and not her. Instead of him to just tell her to hang it and stop ringing it, he wanted to do that. Now, he said he didn't know people see him like that, but he actually didn't care, because he knows that people would always have a notion. People would always have a certain sentiment about you. People would always talk. But, when you're confident and okay with yourself, then you don't need any other validation. And he didn't do it just to come off as being, the main character or to show off. It was just him trying to do his best as a fellow housemate. And it is something that I really, really, really liked. But of course, everybody was doing something to become the main character. Khosi was doing hers, Thabang was doing his, every other person was doing something, but maybe not as strong as Kanaga Jr. But it is what it is, of course.
So you're in the game, you're playing the game, and then it would be remiss of me if I do not ask. I mean, one moment you are Kanaga Jr., next minute you are relationship and shipping. You and Tsatsi, man. Tell me from your perspective how that forbidden to how she just walks in. She just walks in.
Once a week. For Tsatsi, she's someone that is very special to me, and I walked into the house. That was one of the very first people I had conversations with, and then the way she carried herself and the way she spoke just drew me to her. We kept on talking, and I got to know her better, and I think that if there's one person I was very comfortable with in the house, sharing things that I never told anyone in the house. It was definitely Tsatsi. Even when I was going through my thingy, she was there for me to help me out and stuff. So yeah, I think we just grow on each other, and I appreciate what is going on between both of us. So yeah, that's it.
And correct me if I'm wrong, Luca. Was he the first to drop the L word? There was an L bomb that he dropped.
We need to check the tapes.
We need to check the tapes. I don't want to put him on the spot.
Now, this conversation would not be complete if we do not talk about Tsatsi and her relationship with Kanaga Jr. Now, of course, you guys saw the previous video where Lawrence was asking Kanaga Jr. about Tsatsi and all he said. Now, of course, Ebuka asked him a series of questions, like, what was it with Tsatsi? Was it a strategy, knowing that whenever people ship, audience and viewers from home would vote for you massively and chase your dreams for you, your dreams of winning the competition without you even asking too much? And he said, well, it wasn't like that for him. He first came into the house. Tsatsi was just one of the first persons he had conversations with. That was why it was coming off as though they were siblings, as though they were just casual friends and nothing much. And then he now started discovering that she was smart, she was caring, she was intelligent. He had to even tell her things that he had not told anybody in the house. That was how beautiful her personality was, for him to be that free. And then, of course, down to the point that she took care of him when he was down with the injuries and all the other stuff. Ebuka went further to ask him, like, there was now a problem. Their shippers and their viewers were always hoping for a continuous strong energy of kissing, cuddling, and everything. But today they would smoosh, and the next minute they're not even in the same space with each other. It seems as though they're avoiding each other. He said at some point he had second thoughts. He needed to recollect himself back to be sure of what he really wanted, if he wanted to go into a relationship or not. He wouldn't want to go into one and then all of a sudden they start having issues. It would be a bad narrative for them. So he needed to take several steps back and rethink what they had and see that they build it into something amazing. Of course, he has confirmed that he will be visiting Tsatsi in South Africa. Of course, he would invite her to Nigeria, which is also for his birthday that is coming soon in this April. So y'all be expecting a lot of beautiful moments from that. Well, Ebuka had to ask Kanaga Jr. one question I've always waited for. How did he feel? Like, did he feel bad? Which point of the game did he feel bad, especially with tasks and competitions? And he obviously revealed it was the one with the star. Was it the Lotto star or something? There was something related to Star's show that he won. He obviously won it, but then Big Brother had to snatch that win away from him and giving it to Justin, right? And he said it is what it is, but he really felt bad about that. In quotes, he was indicating that he felt robbed, and then he also indicated that the Pepsi challenge, to the one with the football, he really did his best. He hoped that he was going to win, but he didn't win. But it's all good. Ebuka went on to ask him who was his biggest competition, and I was shocked, but it's not a surprise. He said Miracle OP was his biggest competition. He literally went like he was gunning for Miracle OP to make sure that he was always winning whatever that comes their way, and Miracle OP was there. So of course it was a good thing. In conclusion, he said that the things he really appreciates about the South Africans is learning to enjoy their food, learning some words, having to experience Nelisa, Juicy J, and a whole lot of others. And it was good to see. This is his official first interview, and I cannot wait to bring you more of it.